Hey everyone, a few days ago I made a video talking about the Legion raids of Lost Ark and why I think they are some of the best raids that I've had the pleasure of experiencing. But in that video I mainly talked about how the raid encounters were set up in terms of how the random and fixed mechanics were matched together and how the sidereal system worked and could affect your approach to the encounter a fair bit. But as someone pointed out in the comments, I never went into the why. Why do you want to run Legion raids? Outside of just experiencing a cool fight, what can you actually get from them? And in a game like Lost Ark, where you have a lot of different avenues to increase your character's power, I can see why someone would ask that question. So that's what I'll be focusing on today. Now, for me personally, there are two main reasons as to why I do Legion raids: relic armor and gold. There are more reasons as to why you might want to do them, like high quality relic accessories and honing materials, but good luck on getting to drop a good accessory, and if I'm looking to get honing materials, then I'll probably just run my daily Guardian and Chaos dungeons instead. So gold and relic armor are my personal incentives to run the Legion raids. Gold is very straightforward, you need it for just about anything in the game, and this is also one of the long-term reasons of doing the raids. Even if you've finished your relic set and you have all of the accessories and honing done, gold is always going to be useful, so it's a good enough reason for me to run the raids. Now, the other thing I mentioned is the relic armor, and this is something new as you don't have that before you get to the Legion raids. Now, relic armor is a pretty big game changer, as it fixes most problems that some classes have. Supports will pretty much always be running with the Yearning set, which boosts your team attack speed and movement speed, so this makes most spec-focused builds feel a lot better and less clunky, because most spec builds don't have swiftness, and that makes them feel very clunky. Getting this attack speed and movement speed better from your supports is thus going to be very valuable. The Nightmare set will get rid of any mana issues a class might have, and if you play something that wants high cooldown reduction, then you can run the Dominion set to get a beefy cooldown reduction buff. If you're playing a class that doesn't really have mana issues or you don't need a big cooldown reduction boost, then you can run one of the sets that is basically a big stat stick. So just see what your class wants or what the build that you're going for wants, and then build your character accordingly, because these relic sets do give pretty big buffs, so you'll want to build your stats and your engravings around them as well. Now, the way in how you go about acquiring these sets is also very simple. Doing a Legion raid will grant you relic materials, and once you've collected enough of them, you can trade them in at a vendor to craft the relic piece of your choice. So zero RNG involved. As long as you clear the raids every single week, then you know how long it will take you to finish your full relic set. As soon as you reach 1415, you get access to Valtan normal mode, so while you have to wait until 1445 to actually craft a relic set, you can at least start earning materials early, and the same thing goes for Vicus, which you can unlock at 1430. So you do these two raids while you're still increasing your item level, and then once you reach 1445, you can start crafting your set. Now, to craft your armor, you will also need one more material, a Stone of Chaos, and this is something that you can buy from a vendor for gold. You can get it from the Thunderwings world boss whenever he's available, but you can also get it from the hard mode versions of Valtan and Vicus. On top of giving these Stones of Chaos, hard mode versions will also drop twice the amount of relic materials. So a normal mode run will give you 3 materials, 6 if you decide to buy the boxes at the end of each encounter, but these do cost gold, and hard mode will give you 6 at base, or 12 if you decide to buy the boxes. And on top of that, hard mode will also have a box of 5 extra materials on auction when you beat the final gate, but you do have to bid up against the other players in your party if you want to get your hands on that box. Another thing for hard mode is that you will also get a guaranteed legendary engraving book in the auction as well. So if you end up getting lucky with that, and you get a good engraving, then that's some extra gold in your pocket as well. But going back to the relic sets. So simply run Valtan and Vicus, either normal or hard mode, but I would recommend hard if you're able to do so, as it gives double the materials and you also get a bit more gold from that. And then once you've collected enough materials, you go to the NPC and you craft the piece that you want. Each relic set will always require a mix of Valtan and Vicus materials, so you'll always have to do both raids if you want to get a full set. Now, once you start going for a set, you're also not going to be locked into using this set until the end of time. And switching relic sets is something that is actually really easy, although it does require a little bit of time investment. Once you've acquired 55 relic materials from both Valtan and Vicus, you unlock a feature that allows you to simply swap your relic sets on the fly, and you can even save these different relic sets to different gear sets. So you're able to switch between them with the click of one button, just like you can switch between different accessories or equipped engravings that you're wearing for when you go do open world PvP or Chaos Dungeons, for example. And this is a feature that you'll want to make use of quite often as well, as there is a relic set that is tailor-made for Chaos Dungeons. So on pretty much all of my classes, I have an integrated locker for bossing and one for mobbing, so that I don't have to pay attention to swapping skill pages and accessories when I go between doing my Guardian and my Legion raids or my Chaos Dungeons. And because your relic set is saved to your gear set, this will also automatically switch when you go into that content. So it's all very convenient. Once you've finished crafting your full set, relic materials also keep being useful, as you can trade them in for Stones of Chaos, and these Stones of Chaos can be used to try and increase the quality of your relic gear. Increasing the quality of your armor will give you more HP, and increasing the quality of your weapon will give you bonus damage. But this is RNG, so getting high quality relic gear can take quite some time. So those are the main reasons as to why you want to run Legion raids. You first start doing them to craft your full set of relic gear, and then once you've crafted that, you still want to keep doing them to earn gold, but also to work towards unlocking that feature that allows you to swap your relic sets on the fly. And any leftover materials that you gain while doing this can also be used to try and increase the quality of your gear. And I think that pretty much covers the question of why you want to do Legion raids outside of just getting to have some fun in these well-designed encounters. So that's going to do it for me, so I want to thank you for watching, I want to thank my Patreons for their support, and I'll see you in the next one.